the blade industries and their techniques of production. We are finding highly developed blade and blade-led tool technology. You saw the beginnings in Upper Paleolithic, and now you see a refinement of this technology. Overall, tool types of this period are parallel-sided blades and bladelets, backed blades, penknives, lunettes, obliquely blunted blades, triangles, trapezes, which are called geometric microliths, points, scrapers, and occasional choppers. We are also finding evidence of the use of bone and antler tools, raw material basically milky quartz, fine-grained quartzite, chert, and Charleston. Most of these were used as composite tools. How? As I mentioned, perhaps as tips and barbs of spearheads, arrowheads. So they were being used in relation to other tools, not singly. And that is what is meant by composite tools. And these were now, from the nature of these tools, you can make out that they were now hunting smaller animals. And from that also you can make out that the environment was changing. Where would these smaller animals really be found? You know, in grassland and grazing area. Now, as I mentioned before, how do we describe a blade? A blade may be described as a flake whose length is at least equal to twice its width. Blades are removed by any of the three principal techniques: by direct percussion using a hammer of stone, antler, wood, or metal; by indirect percussion, or by pressure. What is direct percussion? That is the oldest technique, which appears sporadically in the European Azilian. In recent years, hard hammers were used to make long obsidian blades. Not from the Indian subcontinent. You are not getting obsidian in India. What is indirect percussion? In other cases, after a rough surface is made on the core, probably with the help of this direct percussion method, a small platform is prepared at one end. Against this is placed a punch, and a tap is given by a mallet. Irregularities are removed by light tapping blows. You're making the platform, just remember. Since all the flakes are removed in the same direction, a fluting appearance results. The entire circumference of the core is just prepared and made ready for the removal of blades. You see, this is a sort of compressed picture that we are finding. The nodule is held for preliminary trimming, where this person is using the hard hammer percussion method. And the next thing, that is the blade. Now there are a lot of these stages coming in between the nodule and the blade core in this form. This is, as I said, this is a more compressed picture. So what is happening after you're preparing the platform? Then each blow is struck above an intersection of two earlier negative flake scars. Those flake scars were left by the indirect percussion method. The main thing was to prepare the ridge, and the ridge formed by their intersection will form a central keel on the blade when it is knocked off. You will see the central line, that ridge, appearing on the blade after it is taken off from the core. Now an indirect percussion blade is removed from the core, which is following the ridge left by previous removals. Once you are taking off these blades by the direct percussion method, and the intention being leaving a ridge, the next stage is, maybe after 2-3 stages, you are trying to take out the blade, actual blade, by the indirect percussion method that I just mentioned.